It's Thursday, it's Halloween, and I've been hyped up on little fun-sized candy bars all day. So let's talk some sports. It was 1995 the last time the Harding men's basketball team started a season 5-0, and now they will have that same chance come tomorrow night when they will host another undefeated team, as the 5-0 Northeastern State Redhawks will be coming to the Rhodes Fieldhouse ready to rumble. This semester, the Rhodes has been rocking for a feisty volleyball team, but the basketball season is right around the corner as Midnight Madness for the basketball teams is sneaking closer and closer. It's going to go down this coming Monday night.
Now, last season was a really great year for you guys. I mean, here at the Rhodes Fieldhouse, you were 14-1. You actually made it to the second round of the NCAA tournament, but you lost a couple of key players from last year. I mean, Zach Roddenberry and Bradley Spencer, they were your top two rebounders, two of your top scorers. How does your team respond to losing those two guys?
Well, that's what we'll find out.
Madison Bumgarner struck out 8 Detroit Tigers in his 7 scoreless innings as he led the San Francisco Giants to a 2-0 victory. As the Giants now lead the World Series 2-0, the teams will now shift their focus over to Detroit as the Tigers will host Game 3 on Saturday. It is a beautiful Tuesday, a happy Tuesday to you. One of the most beautiful days in sports. The baseball season, well, the World Series is coming to an end. The football season is in full swing, and today is opening day for the NBA, so it's rare that you see all 3 major sports going on the same day. But first, we're going to start with football. Despite dropping a tough-fought game this past weekend at home against Henderson State, the Harding football team was still able to grab something positive out of the loss, as they are still ranked in the top 10 of the first Super Region 3 rankings. Brian had some flu-like symptoms, but that didn't slow him down too much as he scored more than half of the Lakers' points. He had 40 in that game. Although it was George Hill's drive right here in the waning seconds of the game that put the Pacers on top. You see him going over Gasol and Howard there as the Pacers win 79-77. And yesterday we talked about the Bison soccer team getting back into action tomorrow against a Southwest Baptist team that is in disarray, to say the least. As for the women's team, however, they're going to come off of a 5-day break on Friday. Lady Bisons have done what, well, just about every other Harding sports team has been doing lately, as they have been hot with 2 T's out on the soccer field, as they have won 3 straight matches, including the last 2 here at home. In the ALCS, it was the Tigers who completed the 4-game sweep of the Yankees and punched their ticket to the World Series. 8-1 was the final. The Tigers belted 4 home runs, including 2 from former Indian Johnny Peralta. Going into last night's matchup with Central Baptist out on the football field, that's soccer as we like to call it, the Harding men's soccer team season high for goals in a single game sat at 4. They had done that twice so far this season, once in an overtime win over Southern Nazarene and then again over Southwest Baptist, which for the record is still the struggling team we talked about a couple weeks ago, 0-16 on the season. This golf season, the men and women's golf teams have been putting on a pretty good show. The men won the GAC preview in record fashion, and multiple Bisons have already posted top 10 finishes in their tournaments so far this season. As for the ladies, well, they are currently finishing up their second round at the UCO Golf Classic in Oklahoma City. It's called the Broncho Classic, but I like just to keep it simple, UCO. It's like clockwork now for the Harding volleyball team as they continue to dominate the competition. The Lady Bisons improved their Great American Conference record to a perfect 11-0 with last night's win as they defeated Ouachita Baptist 3-0 in the Rhodes Fieldhouse. Harding remains in the first place in the GAC standings after yet another shutout win. It was the 8th straight match that Harding has won, and Harding is also a perfect 9-0 at home this season in the Rhodes Fieldhouse. Not only is it the 8th straight win for the Lady Bisons, but it is also the 7th straight shutout win, as they have outscored their opponents over the 8-game winning streak 24 sets to only 1. That one set coming 3 weeks ago against Northwest Missouri State. And after it was confirmed yesterday that the Razorback head football coach job had been offered to rival LSU coach Les Miles, that story has faded just as quickly as it came. Luau Dang led the Chicago Bulls with 23 points, while Aaron Aflalo was the lead man for Orlando as he tacked on 28. With the loss, this is the Magic's first loss of the young season, and the Bulls continue to play some pretty good basketball. Now on to Oklahoma City, where the Thunder cruised past Toronto by 20, 108-88, as Russell Westbrook overcame a nagging injury to his shoulder, but he had a pretty good night, 19 points, and it was big man Serge Ibaka, who really showed up as he was just 1 rebound away from a double-double as he had 17 points and 9 boards. Right now, the Lady Bisons rank first in the GAC in, well, just about every offensive category. They're first in kills, they're first in digs, they're first in assists, and they're first in opponent hitting percentage, which, to sum it all up, means that Harding is scoring a lot of points and they're not allowing their opponents to score just about anything. College basketball action. It was Duke who pulled off an early season upset of the defending national champs Kentucky, 75-68, in the first matchup between the two programs since 2001. Ninth-ranked Duke showed a bit more poise down the stretch than the freshman-laden roster of Kentucky, as the senior Seth Curry led the way with 23 points. As for the guys' golf team, well, they were supposed to be playing in the Indian Bayou Classic Invitational down in Destin, Florida. But thanks to Tropical Storm Karen, that event was canceled. So thanks a lot, Karen. Now the guys are going to have to wait just a little bit longer to get back on the course. Following the ceremony, it was game time as the Heat renewed their rivalry with the Boston Celtics. LeBron James led the Heat with a double-double, 26 points and 10 rebounds before he left in the fourth with cramps. Ray Allen squared off against his former team, the Celtics, as he put up 19 points in the game. Now the Celtics pulled within 4 late in the game, but it was Chris Bosh who put the game out of reach as it was a Miami Heat win, 120-107. Now for the new-look Lakers as they hosted the Mavericks. No Nowitzki for Dallas, who's out with a knee injury, but Kobe Bryant was in the lineup despite a foot injury, as he would play with his new teammates Steve Nash and Dwight Howard. But despite 23 points from Paul Gasol, 22 from Bryant, and 19 from Howard, the Lakers struggled. Meanwhile, it was a team effort for Dallas as 6 Mavs scored in double digits, and they would win the game 99-91. So since tomorrow's Halloween, I will now practice my best mime impression by sending you back to the desk.